Praise the Lord.
呀，神的恩典总是够我们用。
God's grace is always enough for us.
当我们心里边还是非常挂念我们大满他们一家的时候，他们两家都回来了。
When we still just miss about Michael, his whole family, and then now they're back.
不但是他们回来了，还把老公带回来了，妹妹的妹夫给带回来了。
Yeah, not only they're back, and also Li Chan's husband also.
我们知道，就是他们回澳门之前。
And we know that before they went back to Macau.
那妹妹就一直说我老公怎么样，我老公怎么样，常常挂在嘴边。
And Li Chan always say about talking about her husband.
好了，现在终于妹夫回来了。
And now finally he's back.
那大妹心里边满足了。
And Michael also fulfilled his heart.
留意，不但是你满足，我们整个教会都满足。
Not only you fulfill, and also each one of us we're happy for you.
好，我们下面是读经的时间。
That's the time for the scriptures.
小朋友可以跟他们的主日学的老师去上主日学。
And the children, please go to the Sunday classroom.
现在主日学的时间到后面去啊。好，请听今天的经文。
Listen to today's
我们一起把这两节经文读一遍。
Let's read it together.
在提摩太前书6章1到2节。
In 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 1 to 2.
好，我们看到的，一起来将经文读出来。凡在来1、2、3，凡在軛下作仆人的，当以自己主人配受十分的恭敬，免得神的名和道理被人亵渎。仆人有信道的主人，不可因为他是弟兄就轻看他，更要加意服事他。 因为得服事之益处的，是信道蒙爱的。你要以此教训人，劝勉人。好，我们做一个祷告。
Let's pray.
天父，感谢你，
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you.
感谢你的话语，
And we thank you for your words.
让我们晓得当如何行事为人。
And so we know how to behave.
我们今天谈的是为仆之道。
And today we talk about the truth of being a servant.
主，求你借着今天的经文，让我们晓得圣经的道理。
Please help us to know the truth from today's sermon.
让我们看见原来在为仆当中有极大的奥秘。
And so we know that there's actually a big secret as a servant.
因为你的儿子耶稣基督降世为人，就是来做仆人的。
Because your son Jesus Christ come to this world just to be the servant.
他说：“我来不是要受人的服侍，乃是要来服侍人。”
And he said, "I come not to serve by others, but to serve people."
主啊，求你帮助我们今天能够去效法主。
God, please help us to follow you.
好让每个人都活出一个神仆人的荣耀。
So we can live out the glory of a servant.
与我们同在，听祷告，奉主的名求。
Be with us, and we pray Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
阿门。好，今天讲到的题目是为仆之道。
Today's sermon title is the truth of being a servant.
我们知道犹太人和我们中国人一样，其实在传统观念当中，我们眼中是轻视做仆人的。
And for Jewish people and the Chinese people, we're the same. And we just kind of look down on servant.
我们非常尊敬和熟悉的孔夫子先生就曾经说过：“万般皆下品，唯有读书高。”
And Confucius says the pursuit of knowledge is superior to all other walks of life.
就是说，世间所有的东西都是下品，读书人是最高的。
And he said everything else they're just no big deal. Only studies is
其
most
实
important.
孔夫子是比较含蓄的学者，
Actually, Confucius is a very conservative one.
他自己的生活其实也是蛮简朴的。
And his life is very simple.
那个时候他收了70个弟子，弟子来上课就教2条腊肉就好了。
He had 70 students, and when he taught them, he taught them this very simple one.
他这一生来讲，其实孔夫子大多数的时间都活在一个蛮简朴的生活里面。
So most of his life, he just lived a very simple life.
所以他自己说：“万般皆下品，唯有读书高。”但读书有什么高呢？孔夫子自己并没有讲得很清楚。
So actually, Confucius didn't say very clear about why he said pursuit of knowledge is superior to all other walks of life.
但是当时间到了宋朝的时候呢，
But when we get to the Song dynasty,
宋朝的皇帝赵真宗就开始，赵恒开始把这个问题给揭出来了。
and the emperor, his name is Song Zhenzong, actually he disclosed what the true meaning.
他在有一篇文章叫做《力学篇》中，他劝勉当时所有的学子。
In one of the articles, he encouraged his the students,
这大家都很熟悉的。
and we're very familiar with
他说：“
this
书
sentence.
中自有黄金屋，书中自有颜如玉。”
And he says, through studies you will gain success, and the fortune will follow.
原来读了书以后呢，有钱，而且有漂亮的女人。
And so he was trying to say is, if you study and pursue studies, you will have fortune, and you have pretty woman.
那当然，读了书好的人呢，那以后也会有仆人去使唤喽。
And of course, that once you have success in your studies, and you will have a servant to
所
serve
以，
you.
亲爱的弟兄姐妹，仆人在我们中国人的或者是普世观念当中，普遍来讲是被人看作是低下的。
So actually, servant in our concept is very lowly.
如果我们留意一下圣经文化的启示的话呢，
If we look at the revelation from the Bible,
其实，在耶稣降临之前的500多年前呢，在先知以赛亚书的著作当中已经表现出来。
actually, the 500 years ago, before Jesus Christ was born, actually, prophet Isaiah already disclosed.
他已经悄悄地把到底什么是仆人的观念，整个世界来了一个大翻转。
Actually, he just overturned the concept about the servant in the Bible.
那个时候可能人们不太注意，
Actually, at that time, maybe people they don't pay attention.
在以赛亚书42章1节这么讲。
In the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 1.
我们一起把它读一遍吧。
Let's read together.
来，1、2、3，看哪，我的仆人，我所扶持、所拣选，心里所喜悦的，我已将我的灵赐给他，他必将公理传给外邦。请大家留意一下，这个时候的仆人观念已经发生完全的改变。
So just pay attention. Actually, at that time, the concept of servant already changed.
原来仆人在上帝的眼中是如此的高尚。
Actually, in God's eyes, servant is just very noble.
原来仆人在上帝的眼中责任是如此的重大。
And the servant in God's eyes, their responsibility is very important.
当然，在主前公元前的500多年，人们还是不是很清楚。
But actually, 500 years ago, before Jesus Christ, people still not clear about
直
it.
到上帝的儿子耶稣基督降世为人，大家才清清楚楚地看见什么是神的仆人。
Until God's Son Jesus Christ come to this world, and then people realize.
那当耶稣基督以一个仆人的身份降临在人世间的时候，
When Jesus Christ come to this world as a servant,
所谓为仆之道才慢慢被彰显开来。
and then the truth of being a servant and just disclosed.
这也是我今天讲到题目的由来。
So this is the origin of today's sermon title,
为仆之道，
the truth of being a servant.
谈3点，先看第1点，
Let's talk about 3 points. Let's look at the first one.
恶下的奥秘。
The secret of under the yoke.
什么是恶呢？
And what is yoke?
就是为了让2头牛或者更多的牛在一同去耕地的时候，夹在2头牛，有些地方是马了，之间那个曲目，达到控制和掌握的目的。
And that is they put the bandwood for the two, like the 2 cows, and when they plow the field.
就中间那
I
个
mean the
木
2
头，
oxen.
就是中间那个木头就是恶。
So the middle one, that's a yoke.
我们把第1节经文再读一遍好不好？
Let's read the verse 1 together.
凡在来1、2、3，凡在軛下做仆人的，当以自己主人配受十分的恭敬，免得神的名和道理被人亵渎。亲爱的弟兄姐妹，
Dear brothers and sisters.
恶呢可以是某一种社会的制度，
So yoke can be, say, the system, the society system.
或者是一种比较现实的人际关系。
Or we can say it's an interpersonal relationship.
比如说，我们今天在公司里面上班呢，
Let's say when we work in a company,
我们在军队里边服军役
or
啦，
when we serve in the army,
我们在学校里边读书啦。
or we study in the school.
其实从某种程度上来讲，都是某种恶下的关系。
So actually, we're all just in some kind of situation under the yoke.
人活在世界上，没有一个人不服在某种恶下。
So all of us live in this world. We're all under some kind of yoke.
其实哪怕我们在家庭里面也是这种关系，对不
Even
对？
in the family, right?
我们在教养儿女，难道不也是一种恶吗？
And when we raise our kids, are they the same?
有的说是，说自古父子是什么？
So we say in ancient times, said father and son, what kind of relationship they
中
have?
国人说父子自古是冤家。
And they say they're just like an enemy.
好像我记得我跟我父亲说，从小长到大关系总是不好的。
Just like when I grew up, I don't have a good relationship with my father.
我觉得我跟我儿子还好一点。
And I feel like I have better relationship with my son.
我们都在成长，都在进步。
We're all grown up and we just have progress.
但我深深体会到，这父子之间关系如果没有神的爱在当中的话呢，
And I trust if without God's love between father and son,
其实这种恶是彼此之间都会有压力，很辛苦的。
and actually the yoke just make us feel pressure.
即使是古时候的皇帝，中国的皇帝 不也自己称自己为天子吗？
And even the emperor in ancient times and just called them this the highest.
其实我们总以为皇上好像是九五之尊，他有无上的权力。
And we thought the emperor, they have all the authorities.
其实皇帝面对的满朝文武，他也受到很多恶的限制的。
Actually, as an emperor, he faces a lot of pressures from the people.
今天的美国总统，
Same as the president of the United
他又
States.
有多少权力呢？
So how much authority does he have?
其实他也受到国会、受到各个方面的恶的辖制。
And he also like restrained by the yoke from the Congress and all those people.
我要讲的是，恶是我们人生每一个人不可回避的一种现实。
And I'm trying to say, is yoke is actually inevitable truth.
即使历史上发生了许许多的革命，
Even though there's a lot of revolution in this history,
可能一开始都是因为不满其上的恶，
and it's possible it's just because they're not satisfied with the yoke they
但
have.
是很少有人去反省一个问题。
But not very many people can review about one thing.
每一次革命之后呢，人们又陷入另一种新的恶之下。
Each time after each revolution, and people just again under another kind of yoke.
这就是为什么今天的世界永远是动荡不安的原因。
And that is why in this world there is always just kind of all those kind of things
人们
happen.
总是以为自己的理念、自己的主义比以前的人好，
And people always think they have better thinking than others.
而等到自己成功了、胜利的时候呢，
And until their success,
连自己也无法控制的，又将一个新的恶加在其他的人身上。
and they just cannot control themselves, just put another yoke to somebody else.
好，今天保罗从圣经里边，从一个永恒的角度来看恶的问题。
And today Paul stand at the eternal point of view, look at yoke.
我们发现保罗带给我们一个新的视角，
And he gave us a new viewpoint.
他鼓励我们对自己的主人，包括我们公司的老板啦、上司啦、长者啦、父母啦、兄长啦等等，要抱一个十分恭敬的态度。
And he said we have an attitude to respect to our
大家有没有
employers,
想
elders,
过
and all those
为什么
elders.
是这样的道理呢？
And then think about why.
因为保罗相信所有的权柄都是出于神的，
Because Paul trusts all authority are from God.
因此请大家留意，
So let's pay attention.
当我们顺服在上掌权者的时候，
So when we obey, respect the authority,
事实上是表明我们对上帝的敬畏，
and actually shows our fear to God,
特别是我们作为神的子民，
especially as God's children.
我们明明知道我们永远的家在天家，
And we know our eternal home is in heaven.
而我们这些留在世上的目的就是祝福与传道。
And the purpose to live in this world is to
那么
share gospel and
我们
teach.
又何必向尘土中的痕迹去叫板呢？
And when we should persist in the worldly issues.
我倒不是说反对历史上各个不同的革命家、社会活动家，我不是反对他们，
And I'm not saying that against those people do the revolution.
我乃是说，作为上帝的儿女，其实有一个更高的呼召，
And I'm trying to say is, as a God's children, actually we have a higher calling from
使
God.
得我们不需要向这个世上许许多多的事情，包括各样不同的权柄去叫板、去对抗。
So that why we don't have to resist with all those things, the issues.
更重要的是什么呢？
And what is more important?
当我们不去用一个十分恭敬的态度去活我们的人生的时候呢，
If we do not just has an attitude to respect in our life,
神的名和神的道理是会被人亵渎的，
and actually God's name and God's truth will be insulted,
神的名也会因此受亏损。
and God's name will be damaged.
当然，说容易，做起来不容易了。
But of course, it's easy to say, but hard to do it, right?
每个人都可能经历到这种不容易的。
So each one of us, we experience that.
但是我们的不容易，耶稣基督是清楚的，
But Jesus Christ knows the difficulties that we have,
他也替我们想到。
and He thought that for us.
他说：“我心里柔和谦卑，
And He said, my heart is humble,
你们当负我的恶，
and you should bear my yoke
学我的样式。
and learn about my image.
这样你们的心里就必享安息。”
And then you will find rest for your souls.
请大家留意一下，耶稣基督从世间给了我们一个新的出路。
So let's say Jesus Christ give us a new outlet.
我们原本是背这世界的恶，
Originally, we are bearing the yoke from the world.
但是当我们相信了耶稣基督以后呢，我们可以背主的恶。
But once we believe in Jesus Christ, we can just carry His
我们
yoke.
好不好把这个经文一起读一读，好不
Let's
好？
read together.
来，1、2、3，我心里柔和谦卑， 你们当负我的恶，学我的样式，这样你们心里就必得享安息。这句话是非常重要的。
It's a very important verse.
要负主耶稣基督的恶，
And to bear Jesus Christ's yoke.
学主的样式。
And just to learn about his model.
这里边的核心是告诉我们，心里我们必享安息。
And what the core value is telling us to rest in his peace.
因为上帝看重我们的心，远远看重我们的恶有多重，有多大。
Because God look at our heart more than how heavy the yoke we have.
亲爱的弟兄姐妹，
Dear brothers and sisters.
请问，在不同的恶下，你是否感到沉重呢？
So do you feel heavy under different kind of yoke?
你是不是感到今天的生活的担子很重呢？
Do you feel like you have a lot of pressure in your life?
或者有的时候感到不公平呢？
Or do you sometimes feel something's
你是
unfair?
否有一种乏力感呢？
Or do you just feel like helpless?
今天耶稣就邀请你负他的恶。
Today Jesus Christ invites you to carry his yoke.
你知道为什么吗？
Do you know why?
因为我的恶是容易的，我的担子是轻省的。
Because Jesus Christ said, "For my yoke is easy and my burden is light."
这是上帝给每一位神儿女的一份恩典。
And this is the grace from God to each his children.
请问你是否愿意负主的恶呢？
Would you like to carry Jesus Christ's yoke?
好，我们看第二点，
Let's look at the second point.
服侍的益处。
The welfare of
我
serving.
们一起把第二节读一遍。
Let's reverse two
仆
together.
人来，1、2、3。仆人有信道的主人，不可因他是弟兄就轻看他，更要加意服事他，因为得服事之益处的，是信道蒙爱的。你要以此教训人，劝勉人。在这里边，保罗处理的是一种特殊的关系。
So here Paul is handling a special relationship.
就是说，当主仆关系，同时也是主内的弟兄关系的时候，我们怎么处理呢？
That means the relationship between the servant and the masters, they are also
圣
fellows.
经的教导呢，是让我们不可轻视他，
So the Bible teaches not to look down on him,
反倒要加意的服侍他。
but to serve the boss even better.
可能我们是会想不通啊，
Maybe we just cannot understand it.
连主外的老板或上司，我们都会十分的恭敬，
So even our boss who's not believer, we have shown our respect.
更何况是主内的弟兄呢？
And not even talking about the fellow believers.
我们怎么可能会轻看我们主内的老板呢？
How could we look down on our boss?
那我们认真再往深想一想，
Let's think it even deeper.
我们中国人常常是怎么样？俗不拘礼，对不对？
So Chinese that we just kind of lose our respect to our proximity,
我
right?
们往往是越熟悉的人的话，越不拘小节的。
And the people we're more familiar with, and we just don't care about these little things.
好，当眼前的人虽然是我的老板，
So even though the person in front of me is my boss,
同时也是我的弟兄啊。
also he's my fellow
那
believer.
请问我怎么称呼他呢？
So how do I call him?
如果我们叫老板的话呢，好像很生分。
If I call him boss, seems like it's kind of too distant.
心里想一想，还是叫他弟兄吧。
And I'm thinking, just call him brother.
心想，如果我这可是以永远的称呼来称呼你啊，
And I'm just thinking, I'm just call you the forever title to call you.
远远胜过在尘土中的称呼。
And it's more than what we call you, just like in the flesh.
好，从此你的称呼改了，
And so therefore your title has been changed.
但留给你老板的却是混乱与无奈。
But actually what you left to your boss is chaos and
Yeah.
just helpless feeling.
我认识以前就是一个姐妹在公司里面当老板，
I know the sister, she was a boss in the company.
那她想要找一个帮忙的话，那就找一个主内的朋友吧。
So she's trying to hire someone. She just find the fellow believers.
在这教会里面找了一个姐妹去帮她当会计，
So she asked a sister in the church to do as an accountant.
然后每一次这个主内的老板呢，就管这个主内的姐妹要这个月的月报表的时候呢，
So each month when this boss, the Christian boss, asked the Christian sister asked for the monthly financials.
那这位主内的这位会计呢，眼睛都不抬一下。
And so this the accountant, the Christian accountant, when the boss called her, she didn't even look at her.
然后淡淡的回答一句
And she just answered very simple.
我知道了，姐妹。
And she said, I know, sister.
然后这个老板就无奈的就打个电话给我，
So this boss Christian sister called me and she just feel very helpless.
他问我牧师这个情况我该怎么办？
And so she asked Pastor, so how should I do?
我就问他为什么你现在才来找我呢？
And Pastor asked her, why are you just coming now?
你为什么不之前开始为这个姐妹祷告？
And Pastor said, why didn't you pray for your sister?
为什么不一开始来到神的话语面前去求智慧呢？
And Pastor said, why don't you ask for God's wisdom?
有的时候我们在这种关系当中的时候，
So most of the time in this kind of relationship,
我们不知不觉把自己放到了一个连自己也不知道的位置上。
and we just put ourselves in the position we just don't even understand.
事实上，当你改口不叫老板的同时，
Because at a time when you do not call your boss as boss,
你不知不觉已经失去了起初的尊敬。
and you already lose the respect to your boss.
请大家留意一点，大家容易忽略的，
Let's just pay attention. Many times we just neglect.
因为弟兄姐妹之间呢是讲情分的。
Because brothers and sister relationship, we just call about our friendship.
我叫你弟兄，我叫你姐妹，不会有尊重这个概念在里
And
面。
when I call you brother, when I call you sister, actually there's no such a respect.
这种从老板到弟兄的降格，事实上轻视之心已然产生。
And because when you descend the identity from boss to brother, actually respectful heart already exists.
可能你还可以继续的不断的自我防卫。
And maybe you just have a self-defense.
我称呼老板为弟兄，已经是最大的尊重了。
And you may say, oh, I already call him brother. It's already the biggest respect.
你怎么能够说我去轻视呢？
And you may say, how can you say I look down on him?
亲爱的弟兄姐妹，
Dear brothers, sisters,
你怎么看这件事呢？
how do you look at this?
你会不会单单因为神说了你就相信呢？
Will you just believe it because God says so?
圣经说这是蒙福的，
And the Bible said
可能
you
还
receive
会
a
有人
blessing.
是难服这一口气啊。
And maybe still some people just don't take it.
但是没有关系。
It's okay.
请大家自己留意一下自己内心中的活动，
If you just pay attention about your motivation in your heart,
就不难发现圣经里所说的是真实无误的。
then it's not hard to understand the truth in the Bible.
在我们内心的深处，我们往往有一个要自己要做大的一个倾向，
So actually, deep inside in our heart, we just want to be the higher authority.
但是我们往往忘记了上帝的权柄。
But a lot of times we forgot God's authority.
其实，在不同的国家、不同的民族、不同的文化里边，也有不同的表现。
Because actually in different countries, different culture, there's different way to show.
我讲的是在我们比如说从不同的环境里长大的人，可能也受到不同文化的影响。
And I'm saying when we grew up from different background, and we have influenced by that.
按照我自己成长的环境里边呢，
And according to my background,
我等于成长在文化大革命里边。
I just grew up from the Cultural Revolution.
我刚刚读小学没多久呢，就发现有一个舍得一身剐，敢把皇帝拉下马。
When I was in elementary school, and I met a guy just brave enough to do the things that there to put the higher authority people down.
这个翻译非常好，就把皇帝拉下马，这
So
个不容易
just
翻译。
put down the higher and the authority.
哪怕是一身剐，
So even though just made me lose everything.
这句话是什么意思呢？
So what does that mean?
在古时候，在封建社会里边，
So in ancient times,
如果有老百姓直接反对皇上的话呢，
and if people they disagree with the emperor,
你知道判什么罪吗？
and you know what they're gonna sentence them to?
判剐罪。剐什么是什么意思？知道吗？
抄告。
什么意思？抄家那是很轻的。剐是什么？是什么？
去搞种。
什么？剜肉是凌迟之死，最惨的，中国刑法最惨的凌迟之死。凌迟之死。凌迟之死 ，Do you know what 是凌迟之死吗？就是在你身上挖360刀，就是一片片把肉给刮下来，刮360刀。
The worst, the penalty is to, they do 360
piece of
cut your body.
最后一刀，第361刀，最后一刀直刺心脏。
And the last is a step on the heart.
这是剐罪。
So this is the kind of sentence, the penalty.
但是呢，文化大革命说，我宁肯冒着这样的罪，这样的刑罚，
So in Cultural Revolution, people would say, "I would rather take this kind of penalty."
我也要把那皇帝给拉下马。
I would put down this higher authority down.
这是一个什么样的文化影响？
So what kind of influence by this kind of a culture?
这是一个反权柄的文化。
This is the culture against the authority.
只要你是权柄，我一样反对你。
As long as it's authority, I
我
just
心
against
里
it.
永远是不服权柄的。
I just against authority.
但是常常以为这种不服权柄呢，是一个非常高尚和了不起的文化。
And the people would think, oh, it's a very good culture because they do so.
所以在我成长关系也有很多的反权柄的痕迹在我生命里
So
面。
in my background, when I grew up, actually I have this kind of same thing. I against authority.
如果让我去一个公司里边去打工，老板一定是我的攻击对象。
If I work in the company, then my employer will be the one I attack.
如果到大学里边去上课的话呢，老师教授也一定是我反对的对象。
And if I study in the university, then the professor will be the one I will go against.
这种文化其实对我这一生来讲伤害是很大的。
Actually, this really harmed me so much in my life.
当我慢慢对神的道越来越多的了解的时候，
Until I know God's words more and more,
我就求神开始来改变我的生命，
I ask God to change my life
让我学习去顺服权柄。
so I can learn to obey the authority.
因为当我们不去顺服权柄的时候，
Because when we do not obey the authority,
我们事实上折磨的是自己的生命。
actually we just torture our own life.
因为所有的权柄都是从神而来的。
Because actually all the authority is from
所以
God.
当我们不去顺服权柄的时候，
When we do
无
not
形
obey
中
the authority,
我们在与神为敌。
and we just be God's enemy.
所以在这种对老板都不能够去尊重的时候，
So if we cannot respect our boss,
我们的内心是非常痛苦的。
actually our heart is very hard.
其实还有一块试金石可以查查我们的内心。
And actually there's another touchstone we can test.
怎么知道我们对在上掌权的、对老板、对老师、对家长、对兄长是尊敬的呢？
So how do we know we respect the higher
圣经在
authority?
这里告诉我们说，我们自己查验一下自己的心，
So the Bible said just check our heart
就看你是否更要加意的服侍他。
and to see if we serve our boss even better.
服侍人已经不简单，
To serve people is already not easy.
而且还要我服侍这一位老板弟兄，那就更加不是一般的服侍了。
And it's just really different serving even to serve the boss.
不但是不是一般的服侍，
Not only it's not unusual, not the usual serve.
圣经说乃要加意的服侍他。
And the Bible said you should serve them even better.
圣经并没有停止这里哦，
And the Bible did not just stop right
他
there.
在前面加了一个更加二字。
So the Bible add even.
请大家千万不要以为神要我们如此更加的服侍他，是为了来牢笼我们，不是这样
I
子。
don't think God is trying to restrain us because we have to serve our
请大
boss
家
even
相
better.
信一件事情，
Please remember one thing.
神所赐的福气并不加上忧愁，
The blessing of the Lord brings no painful toil.
神的心意是要让我们得着服侍的恩赐和福益处。
So God's heart wants us to receive the welfare to serve.
我们有没有想过什么是服侍的益处呢？
So let's think about what is the welfare to serve.
我们把这下半节读一遍，因为来1、2、3，因为得服侍之益处的是信道蒙爱。再来一遍，来，因为得服侍之益处的是信道蒙爱的。这正是神儿女在耶稣基督里渴慕所得的福气，你同意吗？
And this is the blessing that God's children long for. Do you agree?
这一点是大家不容易了解的一个真理。
This is the truth. It's hard to understand.
不知道大家有没有发现？
I don't know if you know that.
当我们得服侍益处的时候，
When we receive the blessing
可能
from
我
serving,
们心里边不容易了解这个益处到底是什么。
maybe it's hard for us to understand what is the blessing.
在经文里边表现的时候也是不容易了解的。
And in the scripture also, it's hard to understand.
如果我们很清楚服侍的益处的时候，
If we really understand the blessing from serving,
在中文翻译里边用4个字去描述，
in Chinese, 4 characters to describe.
哪4个字呢？
Which 4
是
characters?
信道蒙爱的。
It's in Chinese 4 characters, 信道蒙爱, but in English it's pretty long. It's to believe in God and to love God and to love one another.
请大家留意信道蒙爱的真意。
And let's just try to understand the true meaning of it.
当 当我们都在主的权柄之下的时候，
When we are all under God's authority,
这是我们信道的福气。
and this is the blessing.
无论你是做老板的还是做员工的，
No matter you're a boss or you're an employee,
我们一同在主的面前成为一个 believer， 成为一个信道的人。
and we are the believers.
这个本身是我们服事的益处。
And so this is actually the welfare to
如果我
serve.
们在信道之间的人之间都不能够彼此服侍，
If we cannot serve one another among the
我
believers,
们怎么能够服侍这世间的人呢？
how can we serve the unbelievers?
好，蒙爱这两个字也非常有意思。
And to be
Love each other 就好。
love each other.
呀，蒙爱其实讲的，首先我们是蒙了上帝的爱。
And love each other. First, we're saying we receive God's love.
呀，当我们自己心甘情愿去爱我们的上司、爱我们的老师、爱我们的长者、爱我们的老板的时候，
When we're willing to love our boss, our
你
employers,
自己本身在神面前就蒙了益处。
so yourself actually receive this benefit.
事实上，一般来讲，当你去爱人的时候，
And that means when you love people,
当你去服侍人的时候，
when you serve others,
那一般对方也是以爱来回应你的。
most of the time that person will also respond to you with love.
这难道不是服侍的益处吗？
Isn't that the welfare of serving?
好，我们看第三点，
That's like a third point,
劝勉的教导。
the teaching of encouragement.
不知道大家有没有发现，
And have you noticed?
在这两节经文当中呢，有两类的受众。
In these two scriptures, actually there are two objects.
一类是为仆的，第二是为牧的。
And one is the servant, the other one is the ministers.
从本质上讲，我们都是神的仆人。
So intrinsically, actually they're all God's servant.
一类在职场，一类在牧场。
One is in the workplace, the other one is in the ministry field.
那前两点的对象是指所有在职场上的人说的。
And the first 2 points, is the target is about the people in the workplace.
那么在第三点的对象呢，指的是牧师们啦、主日学的老师们呢，及宣教工厂的宣教师们。
And so the third point, the target is facing about the pastors, minister, and Sunday school teachers.
事实上，保罗的吩咐是非常简单的。
Actually, Paul's teaching is very
他
simple.
说：“你要以此教训人，劝勉人。”
And he said, these are things you are to teach and insist on.
保罗的意思是说，当以軛下的奥秘及服事的益处来教训人、劝勉人。
And he's trying to say is to teach the secret of under the yoke and the welfare of serving.
我们等一会在主日学的时候还可以专门谈一谈这个軛下的奥秘和服事的益处。
So on Sunday school time, let's talk about detail about the secret of the yoke and also the serving.
軛下的奥秘指的是要担主的軛，
So the secret of under the yoke is actually bearing God's yoke
因为是轻省的，是容易的。
because it is light and easy.
而服事的奥秘呢，就是信道蒙爱，
And the secret of serving is to believe in God's truth, to love God and to love one another.
这是神儿女根本的福气。
And this is the fundamental blessing.
亲爱的弟兄姐妹，
Dear brothers and sisters,
请问你知道何为仆之道吗？
so do you know what is the truth of being a
就是甘
servant?
心背负主耶稣基督的恶，
And it is to bear the yoke of Jesus Christ
去
willingly
效法主的样式，
and follow God's model.
就是甘心服侍，
And that is to serve willingly
并且要得服侍的益处。
and to receive the welfare of serving.
这就是我们说的信道蒙爱，
And that is what we talk about, to love God and love one
这就是
another.
今天所说的为仆之道。
And this is the truth of being a servant.
我们不单是懂得这个为仆之道，
We not only understand about this,
我们而且要将这道去教导其他的人。
and also teach others.
我们去祷告，
Let's pray.
天父，我们感谢你，
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you.
感谢你的爱，
We thank you for your love.
感谢你在圣经话语当中的智慧。
And we thank you for your wisdom in the Bible.
主啊，就求你今天与我们同在吧。
God, please be with us
你
today.
将你那奇妙的话语就赐给我们，
So give us your words
好让我们能够在为仆之道当中活出一份自由。
so we can live in freedom in the truth of being a servant.
主耶稣，求你今天将为仆之道放在我们每一个人的心中，
God, please put the truth of being a servant in our heart
好让我们背起这世间的恶，
so we can bear the yoke in this world,
却得着属天的能力。
receive the heavenly ability.
哪怕我们肩上背着世界的恶，
Even though we carry the yoke in this world,
而我们心中却背负了主的恶。
but in our heart, actually, we bear Jesus Christ's yoke.
主啊，我们谢谢你的恩典，
God, we thank you for your grace.
让我们在服事当中时满得你的益处，
So we receive all the welfares in our serving.
让我们在信道蒙爱当中，
So when we love God, we love one another.
好让我们真实得着属天的福气。
So we receive the heavenly blessing.
你与我们同在，
Be with us
听我们的祷告，
and listen to our prayers.
奉主耶稣基督的名，
In Jesus Christ's name,
阿门。
amen.